So in the previous video we saw as to how exactly simple linear regression works, how you can do it manually, how can you make it, how you can determine the model with the help of the data analysis add-in in Excel, right? So similar to the simple linear regression, on the exact same line we have a multiple linear regression. So what happens over here? We have one dependent variable and more than one independent variables. What happened in a simple linear regression is one independent, one dependent. But in multiple linear regression, we have one dependent and multiple independent variables. Here, we'll see an example that we have seen before as well. But let's look at this, where it says colleges and universities. So in this example, we have median SAT score, acceptance rate, expenditures. So based on all of these parameters, what we are trying to see is whether the person or the individual is going to graduate or not, right? So we'll consider this graduation percentage as a dependent variable and the rest of the parameters as independent variables. So you see here, this is what I wrote on the slides as well. On slide 10, you will see the model that we are trying to make. Graduation percentage is what? The intercept plus some constant times the SAT score, some constant times the acceptance rate, some constant times the expenditure, plus some constant times the top 10%. Now you would question that why haven't I considered school and time? So when it comes to regression, we should have numerical values only, or else the regression does not work. So to do the multiple linear regression, we'll use the Excel tool, Excel add-in, which is there in the data analysis toolpath. So we'll click on data analysis. We'll do the exact same thing. We'll go to regression, click on OK. Now the Y input is what? Is the dependent input, right? So we know the graduation percentage is the dependent input. But the X here, it's dependent on what? On all of these four parameters. So let's select all four. So when I select all four, I select the labels, and that is it. So this is what is the summary. This is what is the output of the multiple linear regression. So you see here, this is the intercept, then the median SAT score. So how will I build my model here? So graduation percentage, right, is intercept is what? 17.9 something plus 0.072 times SAT score minus 24.85 times acceptance rate, right, minus 0.0001 times expenditure minus 0.162 times top 10%. So this is what will be the model for me to determine the graduation percentage, right? So this is all basically dependent on graduation percentage is basically dependent on these four parameters that we have chosen, and that's how the regression model ran, and it gave us the coefficients and the intercept. So this is how you can do multiple linear regression in Excel.